Hi, this is Justin Lawrence from Lawrence & Associates, and today we're going to talk about how much you have to pay a Chapter 13 trustee when you file a Chapter 13 bankruptcy. A lot of our clients come in thinking that the total amount of debt they owe is what determines how much they have to pay the Chapter 13 trustee, but that's not true. There are a lot of factors that go into this. The first is whether or not your bankruptcy is going to extend from 3 or 5 years. All bankruptcies have to be a minimum of 3 years or a maximum of 5 years under Chapter 13. But depending on your economic situation, you may be able to fall anywhere in that spectrum, and the number of months that you're paying determines the amount of the monthly payment that you're paying. Another factor is the amount of secured debt that you have. Secured debts include mortgages, car liens, and generally any debt that is secured by an asset that you still own. Some types of secured debts, like a car, must be paid off inside the Chapter 13, no matter how much you owe to that creditor. Other types of secured debts, such as a mortgage, don't have to be paid off during the Chapter 13, but any arrearage that you owe to the mortgage company, meaning back due payments, do have to be paid during the Chapter 13. In addition to that, taxes have to be paid during the Chapter 13, and any child support arrearage or alimony arrearage has to be paid during the Chapter 13. When you total all of those debts together, they form the floor of what has to be paid to the Chapter 13 trustee. Above that, debts that are unsecured, like credit card companies or medical bills, they're not guaranteed anything in particular in the Chapter 13. So figuring out how much you pay above the amount that's necessary to pay off things like car loans and taxes depends upon the income that you earn and the amount of household expenses that you have. In every Chapter 13 bankruptcy, you have to file a budget that includes all of your income from every source and all of your expenses that you pay as part of your household. The amount that's left over is called your disposable monthly income, or your DMI. The DMI is what has to be paid to the Chapter 13 trustee, even if it causes you to pay money toward your unsecured creditors that isn't absolutely required by the Chapter 13 bankruptcy. So there are many, many factors that go into figuring out how much has to be paid to the Chapter 13 trustee. If you have more questions about how much you'll have to pay in your bankruptcy, check out our website at www.lawrencelaws.com or give one of our attorneys a call at Lawrence & Associates and ask for a free consultation.